Well, it's springtime here in Michigan, and I'm finally getting out on a little adventure. I drove the Jeep down a Forest Service road as far as it goes till it dead ends, and I'm going to leave the Jeep there, and I'm going to set up a hammock camp. And tomorrow I am hoping to run the Manistee River, do a little canoeing, and then also the next day hope to do a little mountain biking in the area and just check things out. Not some of the main mountain bike trails, but just some of the back country bushwhacking stuff, so that ought to be fun. But right now I've got the hammock set up, and I got the fire pit prepped, so ready to go with that. Hopefully get a chance to fish a little bit, but right now we're going to go for a walk in the woods and see if we can find any wildlife to get on the big camera. So as I'm walking along through the forest here, I find that there's pockets of trees that are more developed as far as for springtime foliage than others. And as you can tell where I'm walking through right now, we have like a lot of the maple leaves are already out. Sorry about the noisy boots. I put my knee highs on. They make a lot of noise when I walk, but I'm planning on walking down near the water. Well, the sun disappeared again. Hopefully it'll pop back out. But down here along one of these little upland creeks, and I've been really fortunate on this one. A wood duck, that is my favorite duck. And I was just standing there photographing a chipmunk, and all of a sudden I noticed a wood duck, male and female, down in the creek. So anyway, they were quite photogenic. They stayed around for a little bit, and I was able to get some really nice shots of them. see it. I love that sound. One of my favorite springtime birds. And here's a couple turtles that need some privacy. I just disturbed the privacy of a pair of turtles that were mating. You don't see that every day. Well, I was trying to get some drone footage, just flying low over the creek, and I ended up crashing into the creek. I'm going to have to take a look at it, make sure I didn't do any damage to it, make sure the water got out of it. But I want to continue doing some videoing in here. I'm also doing some foraging. Been looking for morel mushrooms. They should be up. And I've found a lot of leeks, or some people call them ramps, I guess. And these are really good eating. They're kind of like a wild onion, but very good. I just set up one of my trail cameras back in along this little creek, and we'll see what we see on it. I see a lot of deer tracks in here. I haven't been seeing any deer, but I have been seeing quite a few birds and small wildlife. Hopefully we'll see some deer or bear. I'd love to get a bear on camera. So just making my way back to camp. It was a successful little walk. I found some birch bark for starting the fire with, and as far as animals and foliage that I've seen, I was able to video some serviceberry, or Juneberry as some people call it, and dogwood, and even redbud, which is not a real common plant this far north, but did see a beautiful redbud. And as far as wildlife, I was able to photograph some small animals and several birds, but the highlight for me was photographing the wood duck, because I never get to get video of wood ducks. I always scare them away, so that was really cool. I'm really looking forward to spending the night in the hammock tonight. It's been a while since I've spent a night in the hammock. I've got it set up right along the edge of the river, so the river sounds should be nice. If I'm lucky, I might get to see the northern lights tonight. The forecast for the next couple nights was possibility of seeing them, but you know how that goes. A strong possibility turns into zero possibility. So anyway, we'll see if we see the northern lights tonight. But in the meantime, get back to camp and build a fire. Lots of nice dry deadwood laying around. Had a little bit of a dry spell lately, so it should be an easy fire to get going. Trying out a different lighter here. I usually just use, a standard Bic lighter or whatever. This is one of those. Ouch! Burning my finger. This is one of those electronic jobs. And so I'm just trying to see, I also have my Bic with me, I'm just trying to see if it's a possibility to use one of them instead. Don't have to worry about fuel leaking out or anything like that, but just curious as to how long it holds a charge. And if that works out, then it might not be a bad little tripping lighter. But anyway, just starting the fire with a little piece of birch bark that I found down by the creek, and some leaves and twigs here. And just starting this one, starting my kindling and stuff at the top, letting it burn down. And of course I am right in the smoke. The fuels all seem nice and dry. Looks like it's going with no problem at all. Well, today's been an awesome day. I enjoyed the walk in the woods. I saw quite a lot of wildlife and at the video a lot of cool plants too. The spring is always just such a nice time to be in the forest. But looking forward to spending the night in the hammock tonight, and looking forward to the canoe trip tomorrow. So stick with me. Should have a lot of fun. Hopefully see a lot of wildlife going down the river too.